"I can't wait to get up and come up with a new video strategy," said nobody ever, as they put on their leotard and rode off into the sunrise on their half-unicorn, half-dragon hybrid. And this is a big problem. For many, devising a plan has multiple issues. 1, plans means they can fail. 2, where on earth do you start? And 3, it's complex and it's a lot of hard work. All of these things mean the average creator or business produces content willy-nilly. They guess what to make, where to promote it, and then worse than that, they don't measure it. This is a surefire way to get no result with your videos. So now we're going to give you a step-by-step template to follow so you can come up with your first or even your third strategy for your next year's worth of video and beyond. We're going to try and only keep in the most important info as to not overwhelm you. Oh, and by the way, we've only gone and made you a flipping sheet to fill out so you can write down your strategy with us. The link's in the description as well as every other video we mention. You can pause at any time to check out the other videos if need be. To begin, we would usually say you need to pick a channel niche, but that's all we'll say about that for now. This video is for those who have made that step already. If you're a business, your niche is going to be industry specific. First up, you have to set a goal. Now, we've made a video all about this, which you can watch on this card here or on the main blog post below. To sum it up in 10 seconds, pick a 10-year goal and then work back as how you might get there. This year's strategy will be the first stepping stone in that 10-year plan. If 10 years scares you, pick 5, but for us, short-term thinking will fail you. So don't be afraid to go miles down the line. It will do you a world of good. You cannot go any further until you have decided this. So we're going to use our goal for our YouTube channel for the year. We have a chart which tells us we need to be at 1,600 subscribers by the end of 2020 to be on target to hit our 10-year goal of 500,000 subscribers. Again, the goals video will show you how to do this. We're going to aim for 3,000 instead though, as we're already 6 months ahead. We also want to be featured in a Forbes article, pick up 3 new pieces of business just from our content on here, and have one of our videos get over 10,000 views from when we started trying to grow this channel at the beginning of 2019. There you go, that's it. Pretty simple from us. Businesses may want to go deeper, way deeper, looking at KPIs, awareness and conversions and so on, but it doesn't have to be rocket science when you begin. Number 2 is your who. Who are your videos for? And the answer is not everyone. Here's why. If you ran out into the street because your friend had left your wallet behind and to get his attention, you shouted, "Ah!" a bunch of people would turn round. Some might even come and ask if you're okay. Then they'd go on about their business. If you ran out and screamed, "Dan! Dan!" maybe 2 people would turn around and listen, 1 being your friend. To build traction with video, you need them all to shout, "Dan!" Content talks to people. Your aim is to make sure the people you want to attract hear you. On the sheet, write down who you think your videos are for. So here is ours. Now, before we start this, it's worth noting that people who we've not designed our content for will also find it. Now, that doesn't mean it's wrong for them or they're not welcome. You'll see what I mean in a second. So here we go. Our channel is for people aged 25 to 35, male and female, who are already making videos but feel they do not get the credit they deserve, as well as total beginners who want to start a YouTube channel and promote their business or create one online. So if you're about 45, don't worry, we want you to watch too, but the humour and references we make will be designed more to appeal to that generation. Mainly because when a 25-year-old is 35, they could have spent 10 years watching our content as they step into the marketing manager role at a business that wants to produce video. And who do you think they'll ask? They watch comedy shows, more than horror, are driven and eager to learn. They have an interest in marketing, even if they don't quite realise it yet, and they want to self-develop and boost their knowledge on a regular basis. We could still go deeper if we wanted to, but let's not baffle you too much. I would say our tactic is a little stupid though. We should probably try to appeal to the decision makers in businesses right now, but we feel we need traction first, and that will take a long time for us to build. For businesses, these are known as avatars. You should have these in place already. Creators, you probably won't, so it might take a little longer to work out. Oh, and these can be updated or even totally changed as you learn more about your viewers. It can take years to perfect. The reason your who is so important is to make sure people hear you. When people feel like your content is produced specifically to them and their needs, you'll grab attention, hold it, and you'll build a viewership that becomes part of your tribe, and tribes build followings. We made a whole video about it, which you can also check out here or at the end. Number 3, the where. So where does Dan hang out? How are you going to get him to discover your channel? We can't just rely on YouTube to show people our videos. Sure, they will, but as a business or small creator, you're fighting against massive influencers and other huge distribution legends. So the competition to get seen is epic. Using our sheet as an example, we know that from step 2, our ideal audience are hungry to learn and are interested in self-development. So we can promote our videos on platforms that provide self-development. So check out our list. Facebook groups about growing a YouTube channel we can post to, and we can answer questions about making videos on Quora and posting our videos as part of the answer. Reddit forums, LinkedIn groups, and more. It's also why we want to feature in Forbes, probably the most well-respected publication of its kind. You see, getting an article in there or a video will be seen by a lot of our target audience. They have millions of visitors, so we want to try to harness that. Why wait for YouTube to promote you when there are tons of other platforms that could do it today? Now, if your channel is about recruitment, don't expect people in a YouTube group on Facebook to care about your content. You need to go to recruitment places, not YouTube's or video tips platforms. So, think very niche specific. This is another reason you have to have a channel niche. Otherwise, you'll be promoting in a new and random place every time and will never be able to build a community. It's so important. So, where can you get your message out to Dan? Fill in that section now. We have a ton of content on this too, so check out the place at the end or in the cards or on the blog, which also the link will be in the description for. Number 4, what? As mentioned at the start, you've hopefully chosen your channel niche, so you know what you want to achieve, the people you need to help achieve it, and where they are. You can now start coming up with content ideas, try and entice them. We've made this video here about coming up with topics. We'd highly recommend watching it at some point, or if you're on the blog page with the download, then just scroll down and you'll see it. As part of your what, decide how often you'll create and post videos on a consistent and long-term basis. Don't get mad, we post 3 times a week, but it's overkill for 90% of people, and without the systems and processes in place to make this scale of video work, it's a gun to the head. We'd recommend 1 new video a week as the goal for most. Your topics need to tick these following boxes. Each video must appeal to your target viewer. Aim to be better, more detailed, funnier, or appeal in some way, shape, or form that your competition does not on the same topic. Have the topics and titles researched for SERP optimization and interest scope. Find what your viewers care about and make videos on that. Tools like Ubersuggest make this easy. Again, the video we made on this topic will fill in all the blanks. Number 5 is your how. Now you need to create a production system, a format and a style you can use for your videos that ensure a consistent feel your target viewer will resonate with, as well as something that won't eat up all of your time trying to produce it. We'd recommend writing and editing a script before you film. Do the bulk of the work on paper. This will eliminate waffle, go deeper into your content, and you know before you spend the time on production if it's going to work or not. It also makes editing faster, a lot faster. So in the previous section, you decide to make a video a week. That means you need to try to batch produce 4 in one go, maybe 8 in one go, maybe even 12. And when we say one go, we don't mean in an hour. We mean plan and research in one go, then write in one go, then film in one go, and then edit in one go, and then promote. It could take you a few days or even longer, but it will free up all of your time for the months after. Batch production enables you to have your content ready and waiting to be scheduled. It stops time demands from eating you alive and means you can get ahead because holidays and illness happen. Feel free to ignore this if you don't want a life or free time or the constant burden of trying to catch up on production though. And that is your basic video content strategy. These are the foundations you will build your channel or video marketing on. Miss a step and I'm afraid your house will take a lot longer to build, or worse, it'll totally fall down. Now, we've mentioned a ton of videos in this vlog we think you should watch. There's a link in the description which will take you to the full blog post, which I've mentioned a few times, we're going to say again, so go check it out. Otherwise, we'd recommend this playlist on topics and this one on the basics of production. And if you found this handy, hit subscribe, because we're only just warming you up. And it's there.